The governor of Osun State, southwest Nigeria, has denied plotting to pardon prominent businessman Rahmon Adedoyin, who was sentenced to death. Dr Adedoyin and two of his staff were found guilty of the death of a postgraduate student of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile Ife, Timothy Adegoke. The student was found dead at Dr Adedoyin's Hilton Honors Hotel in November 2021, but the judgment was delivered in May this year. Governor Ademola Adeleke, through his spokesperson, Olawale Rasheed, said there is no plan by the state government to pardon the convict. In his words, and I quote, Governor Adeleke has not and will never contemplate exercising the prerogative of mercy, or whatever the report calls it, on a matter under adjudication, which has generated deep interest among local and global communities. End of quote. We're joined now by Ayo Ologun, a public affairs analyst, to unbundle this story. Thank you for giving us your time. Why do you think the state government needed to make an explanation in the first place? There are those who say there is no smoke without fire.
Of course, thank you very much for having me. Just like you said, there could not have been a smoke without some fire. This issue, just like it was mentioned, has been a local and global issue, and a lot of attention has been on the judiciary to see what the judgment will be on Adedoyin, which eventually, after 2 years of pursuing that case, was eventually delivered by the Chief Justice of Osun State. That's talking about Justice Ojo, a couple of weeks ago, about a week or two ago. But you will recall that immediately after that judgment was given, there have been insinuations, reactions, news, and counter news from different quarters that there are pressure being mounted upon the CJ to either resign appointment as the CJ of the state or be removed. You would recall that the senior advocate of Nigeria, from the same time with the governor, that's Ede, was the one that first of all came up with that report that there are underground plans to remove the CJ of the state, simply because she gave a judgment that gave a death penalty to Adedoyin. And since that was given by Yusuf Ali, the senior advocate of Nigeria, there have been a lot of discussions around this. And furtherance to that, the CJ up till now has not come out to deny either she was being asked to resign or there were contemplations to remove her from office. She has kept quiet over this allegation, which was raised by Yusuf Ali, senior advocate of Nigeria, which has been countered by the state government through a spokesperson, Rasheed Olawale. And just a few days after, another report emanated, that was about yesterday or thereabout, another report emanated that the governor of the state was contemplating using the prerogative of mercy to pardon Adedoyin. And that's why this is in the news again. But just like Rasheed Olawale, the spokesperson to the governor, has rightly said, I want to believe that no governor who is acting in the interest of the people, knowing fully well that the case has not gotten to its terminal point, Adedoyin has appealed to the judgment, so it's going on to appeal. There's a likelihood that the matter will go on to the Supreme Court. I think it would be very wrong for any governor, let alone governors who are enjoying goodwill like the present governor of Osun State is, to contemplate using the prerogative of mercy or using the power of his office to give pardon to Adedoyin. And since that has been denied by the spokesman of the governor, I want to believe that that was never in contemplation anyway.
Okay, but are you worried by what appears to be a kind of distrust between the people and the government? It appears that most government actions are construed differently. Mr. Ologu, did you get my question?
I didn't get that. Can you please come again?
I'm asking you the need for this statement. Some are saying that it appears to be some kind of distrust between the people and the government. Does that appear to be the situation for you?
Yeah, for me and for a lot of people who have been so much interested in following the case, there's been a great disconnect between the government and the people, especially on this matter, because a lot of people have come to say that the Adedoyin facing trial is not just an acquaintance of the governor, but his friend, before that trial commenced. And immediately that judgment was given, just a few days after, just like I mentioned, there were insinuations and reports from different quarters that there were threats on the office of the Chief Justice of the state because she gave a judgment that does not favor Adedoyin. So that's been a disconnect in terms of trust between the people and the government. And so that's why it is necessary that the government will come out to clear the air on the possible contemplation of the state governor to give pardon to Adedoyin.
Is this statement, in your opinion, building the trust? Is it a good step in the right direction?
It's a good step in the right direction, because if the government, through the spokesperson, has not come out to clear the air, there is the possibility that that insinuation would spread faster than it is now, and it will become an issue of bigger trust or bigger distrust between the people and the state government. So I think it's a step in the right direction. The government has decided to clear the air once and for all.
Mr. Ologu, thank you very much for speaking with us on Nigeria Tonight.